And I feel like that's an important piece because I was still outsourcing at that point. So I was like actively trying to get pregnant. And um, so I was going in, am I pregnant? How pregnant am I? Doing the scans. And then it was like, ooh, bad news on the scan. Ooh, bad news on the scan. And then DNC and then DNC. And ooh, do I have regrets around all of that? But I just had like a moment of clarity, and I really believe that was totally God. And I was like, what am I doing? And I started thinking like, oh, what if the ultrasound is what is causing these miscarriages, right? So I had all these other things coming up that I was thinking about, and I still don't like rule that out. I don't. But what it taught me was where I was at and what I was doing and how I was living. And so when I decided at a point, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going back in there to check to see if I'm pregnant. In fact, I'm not even going to pee on a stick to confirm anything. I am done looking outside of me for confirmation. And I'm done looking outside of me for reassurance. And I'm just going to put my full trust in God and trust that if he has a desire for me to be pregnant, if that is his will for me to be pregnant, and to keep this pregnancy, then I will. And so that's where I was at when I conceived Dot. And I didn't pee on a stick. I just was like, feel like I'm pregnant. And then I was like, I'm definitely pregnant. And then,
Isn't it
yeah.
fascinating though? That like that inner knowing.
Oh, you know what, Liv? It literally changed everything. Just like that's when I was like, this is how God intended pregnancy, our experience of pregnancy to be, was completely shutting all outside opinions, thoughts, getting no experts besides me, you know,
Yeah.
on my own
Because
body.
you know your body. Like
Yes.
that's
But
like
we don't
you
know we know our
saying
body.
no, but even in you saying that with both of my pregnancies, I knew I was pregnant before I took a test, both times. And so it's just like that inner knowing, like and like you said, you were like, I was doing this one way and then I decided I wasn't gonna do it because I know my body and I trust in God. And that inner knowing is so, so powerful. And I
Oh my
don't think
goodness.
people realize that. And not outsourcing. Not outsourcing
Hmm.
makes such a huge difference in
Hmm.
because it's so normalized to just be like, oh, well, you should go see this person. You should go see that person. They know this and they know that. And you're like, okay, but what do you know about yourself? Whether
Hmm.
it's like you said, what is your environment like? Who is your husband? What do you feel about your body? Like, are you convinced that you're not ever going to be able to get pregnant again because someone else told you that?
Hmm.
That makes a huge difference. Like if you had just listened to them. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so crazy to think.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Well, and the beauty of the mystery that pregnancy is, that experience, it's like it's a completely different experience when you aren't looking for outside confirmation. I don't know. It's and if anybody follows me or knows me, like um Dot was such a surprise, and it, yeah, in so many ways. But um I really didn't know how much I was protecting her by not involving myself in any kind of surveillance or testing during that pregnancy.
Very true.
And very true. And also having the knowledge I have of GNM and how our emotional, psychological um, well-being directly affects the baby that we're carrying.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Think of the fear that would have been projected,
So
and oh, so much fear and anxiety.